Alright, so I'm out with Geraint Radford doing a macro photography masterclass thingy. So we're gonna do some learning now.
My shutter speed is at 25th and it looks quite mental.
So we're out doing a macro photography class, course, workshop.
Experience.
How are you finding it so far?
I'm loving it. We've got the coolest people ever. I mean, they're super creative. We're finding some really cool subjects. We've just found there's a bee here, and every now and then you get lucky, don't you? And you find one who's basically just stuffed full of pollen. He ain't gonna move anywhere. You know, you talk often about picking your battles in macro photography. You spend ages chasing the bee around, and then you find one who's just not doing anything. That's the one to photograph, because you're gonna save hours and hours of heartache. But look, he's even starting to clean his little face now. So I would say you need to just try and get a cute little portrait of it, is it? What more can you ask for? You're here.
I am here. I will say, my first time actually coming on a workshop, and I'm enjoying it. It's the Bob Ross of macro photography right here. No, it's been fun. It's been fun.
It's cool, isn't it? But the thing is, man, I like to keep things chill.
It is chill.
I like to keep it mellow. I mean, it's photography at the end of the day. There's no drama. We're all hobbyists. It's about keeping it fun and relaxed, working with what we have and making it work really well for us. Because I'm already jealous of their pictures, you know. I've got my usual setup, and I got a really cool picture just now. But that lady there's got this LED lighting and it's better than
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Cool,
it was class, that was. Yeah, it was class.
It looks better. And so that's what, like, you know, people get creative, play around, and then they find their own way into it, and we're just here to facilitate it.
Yeah.
And to make sure that if there's a stumbling block, we can just help them get around it, but without imposing how we think photography should be done.
Yeah.
And then everyone's happy.
To be fair, I just pick up a camera, point to shoot, and see what happens. Like,
Yeah.
I got too technical when it comes to the video side of things, but you know, in photography, I'm just like, auto.
Well, yeah. And if you decide that you want to get heavily tech invested, then that'll come in times. But I think, man, spontaneity is part of the joy of photography, and especially macro stuff, because if you're spontaneous and you're shooting kind of on a whim, then you're going to get shots that are like one of a kind.
Yeah. So if you were somebody that wanted to, say, get into macro photography, and I know that you are an OM protein...
No, I'm their ambassador.
Ambassador. I said it's different in
three-legged thing protein.
It's in tattooing, it's different, isn't it? So you're an
ambassador
OM ambassador.
Yeah, and three-legged thing protein member. So that's where you were getting in.
That's the one. So if you were somebody that was thinking of getting into macro photography, what would you say would be a good startup setup?
Genuinely, right? I know I'm not going to shill OM for the sake of it, but there's a reason why I choose to use it. I'm a professional. My bills depend on me getting macro shots, right? And I generally don't think there's a better system out there for macro photography than OM. And it's stabilized, it's small, it's compact, the lenses are amazing, and it's got things like built-in focus stacking and stuff. So it's just no-brainer, and the kit is lighter, which means that it's easier to carry around. So
out of the OM cameras, let's say then...
Go with your budget, innit? So like the bee's knees, I'd say is the OM1 Mark II or the OM1, coupled with the 90mm macro lens. That's my go-to setup. But something like the OM5 with the 60mm is a really, really, really good setup. I mean, I built my career on the OM1 Mark II and a 60mm macro lens, and like the features have moved on now. So like the OM5 is an amazing camera. Just get a couple of batteries for it.
Yeah.
Get your 60mm, which I think is probably one of the best macro lenses of it. It's like this big, like that, and it's a focal length equivalent of 120 f2.8.
Oh,
perfect.
fairly.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's razor sharp. So if you're new and budget friendly, OM5 with a 60mm. If you want to get, like, you know, a Ferrari of it, then go for the OM1 Mark II and get yourself a 90mm macro lens. But look at a tripod as well. I know I shoot handheld all the time, but...
Oh, tripods. Like right now, a tripod would be really handy because we're on a decline and we're trying to balance...
yeah, there's low light.
Handheld?
It's wild, isn't it? Yeah, but, you know, and even, like, if you're discovering maybe things like focus stacking for the first time...
Yeah.
It's easier to shoot a focus stack when you're really stable, right? So just get yourself a good quality tripod, get your kit set up, and you know, my camera's got automatic bracketing, so I just, you know, set the focus at the closest distance, hit go, let her do its thing, and press stop when the bracket is done.
Happy days.
And I just blend it later.
So do you reckon you'll be doing more classes like this throughout the year, or?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I run a lot of workshops. Honestly, I'm in Scotland now, aren't I?
Yeah,
So I'm running a lot up there, but I'm hoping that I can come back down. Hopefully we'll team up with the camera centre guys again.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
we always have a whale of a time. And
Oh,
it'd
yeah,
be nice
it's
if
good
we
laugh.
could run some cool events down here still. But I mean, we're at Wales and West Photo Show now, right? But we're out in the woods doing a macro workshop.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We'll have to come up my way, man, up by the Brecon Beacons. Good fun, it's good
It's been
fun.
amazing.
Whoa.
We gotta try and stand up again.
I know, I'm too old for this. Ah! So that was the macro photography workshop. And that was quite a lot of fun, actually. I've never done something like that before. So off back into the Wales and West show. Now, if you haven't been to this show, it's definitely something worth going to. Obviously, they have workshops. Oh, I am overexposed. They have workshops there, loads of cool stuff, loads of awesome deals on cameras, and you get to have hands-on experience trying everything out. So definitely worth coming down to have a look. But I'm going back inside because I got to do more filming in there.